Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province and I just finished up a new league with Skred Delver. Turns out this deck is just as good as it always was. Anyway, you can completely dominate the board with your Skred Delver deck in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamps in the description down below. While you're down there, if you wouldn't mind liking the video and subscribing to the channel, I'd seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. Hopefully I can make it look as good as most of my opponents who play Skred Delver. All right, here we go, guys. Match 1, Skred Delver, net benefit style. And I think this is a keep. We'll go turn 1, fetch island. If our opponent gives us a reason to leave up spellster or counterspell, which they likely will on the following turn, then we will. And then we'll start auguring for card advantage. This is a pretty good hand. And so we are off the London Mulligan now. Got to keep that in mind and mulligan a little bit less aggressively. Well, I don't think the London Mulligan changed a ton, I do think the changes are relevant enough that you have to be a little bit more frugal with your mulligans for sure. And it looks like opponent's on burn, so I definitely like the Delver matchup for burn. I don't really know what turn 1 mountain go could mean otherwise. So they're going to see our snowland here and know what's up. What's up, Arkham? How you doing? Welcome. We are on the Skred Delver tonight. We are back on, and a couple spell starter sprites to start off the burn matchup is pretty fantastic. So our opponent goes to run an accelerator on their turn here, then we can throw a counter spell at it. If they're going to run out a burn spell there, I would have thought about maybe countering, but... Alright, there's an accelerator, so we will counter spell that. And turn will come back to us. We'll leave up our spell stutters, maybe for like one turn. I feel like we're going to see some... That's a way to kill an accelerator, but I feel like we'll see some of their single mana burn spells now that they've got their accelerator out. Oh, level up, Ragnar. Go, man. Go. You got this. You got to work it out. You got to sweat that stuff out, dude. Just, like, let your body work for you. You know what I mean? All right, I feel a little silly. I feel like I wish I would have run out one of those augurs there, but this lightning bolt's going to find a good home in Thermal Alchemist's face, so I like that. And we can keep leaving up our spell stutters to disrupt any of our opponent's burn. And when we choose... okay. So I'm going to throw Skred over on Alchemist here. We got the 3 snowlands to support it. And I would much rather have a lightning bolt to burn face later if we have to. So this will take out Alchemist for us. And after that, I don't really know what our opponent can do. I guess once we get one spell stutter spread on board, they pretty much can't resolve anything. And we can kind of just wait until we find lands. Hitting like a cantrip here would be nice. And I guess they can just burn spell stutter sprite in response with a burn spell, so that's not super good or anything. And our opponent's just going to pass here. So we're hoping for land, of course. They could run in another accelerator. I'm thankful to have another burn spell to remove it. They're not going to. They're just going to pass over to us. We find a ninja. So there's some incentive to just run out spell stutter on their turn, on their end step now anyway. We'll just keep saying draw, go. And if they try to run removal out at spell stutter sprite, then we can just... All right, so burn spell at our face. I think that's as good a spell stutter target as we're going to find anyway, so let's go ahead and spell stutter that. We want to get one on the battlefield for ninja next turn. I guess they could lightning bolt this now, but I don't think they will. No. Yeah, exactly. And then we can ninja, hopefully draw a couple more lands. See if our opponent... There's Lava Runner. That doesn't really matter. It doesn't even have haste yet. Wow. All right, so Lava Spikes our face. Sure. I think we can kind of afford to take 2 here, but I'd almost rather remove the Lava Runner. We're going to have to deal with it eventually, and we're certainly not blocking it, so we'll just kill it with a Lightning Bolt here. MTV is playing music again. Whoa! Have a new contest game show where you can tweet hashtags to make an artist win while they play a song of 2 artists. Oh yeah, I guess it kind of does defeat the purpose a little bit. Also, Ed Sheridan. Nice touch. Oh, nice. We hit another land too. So what we're going to do here is we're going to play our land, go to combat, get him with Spell Stutter, pick it up with the ninja, and that should pretty much do it. Oh yeah, I love this. I am thoroughly in the driver's seat. And I don't think my opponent is super happy about it either. No reason to leave up red mana here, so I think we'll leave up double blue just in case we draw Counterspell or we draw Cantrip or something like that. And we feel like casting that instead of just holding on to Spell Stutters, but I don't see any reason why we wouldn't hold on to Spell Stutters here. So Ninja comes down. They may choose to even just like try to Fire Blast it or something here. I'd be tempted myself. And this means we can leave up a spell stutter each turn while holding up. Or we can commit an Augur Bolas while holding up Spell Stutter Sprite counterspell. So I feel like we're in a really good position here. So 2 mana is going to be Searing Blaze on Ninja. We'll counter. And of course, they can run another removal spell at it, but the less burn spells in their hand, the better for us. What's up, Jay? How you doing? Yeah, playing blue decks versus burn is the best. Like, you have all the... Oh, that's good stuff. Okay, so our opponent does not feel like playing against Skred Delver at all, and we take him down. Oh, man. The mulls. This is going to be a mulligan to start off match 2. That sucks. All right, mulligan. Okay, this isn't too bad. We're probably still going to go get second blue source with our Ash Barons here, depending on what we draw, of course. And Ponder is going to allow us maybe to find our red source on time anyway while leaving up counterspell. So I'm okay with this hand. Brainstorm. That's interesting. How good is Brainstorm here? So if we go turn 1 Evolving, we draw Brainstorm, we turn 1 Evolving Wilds, get Island. Following turn, we'll need that blue mana to cycle this Ash Baron. So we're actually not going to find an opportunity to cast this anytime soon. Let's bottom it. Oh man, well I'm back. I'm all back in action. And skredding my opponent out, hopefully. I was really looking forward to playing this deck. It has been a long time. Oh, looks like we're playing against Burn again. All right. Hopefully this goes as well as last time. Burn, of course, one of the fastest decks in the format. They can just kill you by turn 4 if you don't interact with them. Island is a good draw indeed. I think we're just going to go Evolving Wilds. We'll see what they play. If they play an Accelerator here, then I will be tempted to go get red mana to either Lightning Bolt or Skred it. But if they don't, then I'll want to go get second blue for counterspell mana. So there's Thermal Alchemist. We'll go get red mana to take care of that. And spend the rest of our next turn pondering. Pondering our options. Ooh, Fairy Miscreant is even better because that'll get our clock started. And we won't be able to leave up counterspell this turn anyway. So let's go ahead and Snow-Covered Island. Bolt your boy. Run out... I don't know if running out Miscreant playing Ponder here is better. We won't be able to defend Fairy Miscreant from a Searing Blaze anytime soon. Won't be able to defend any of our creatures from a Searing Blaze anytime soon. And we're not trying to hit land drops or anything. We can just go get our other blue source next turn with this Ash... Or we can go get our other blue source with this Ash Barons. So... yeah, I think we're going to run out Fairy Miscreant. It is good to provide a bit of a clock. Yeah, the Stream Decker. I think like a lot of people were using it pretty regularly. Oh, dang. Well, that would be a good reason to have a counterspell up. Unfortunately, we do not. All right, turn comes back to us. We take a ping. We draw Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay, that's pretty sweet. So this turn, we're just going to go get second blue mana. Leave up Spell Stutter Sprite. I guess there's no real reason to do this in my main phase, but it kind of doesn't matter because our opponent's tapped out over there. Maybe they'll do something to Spell Stutter Sprite, or do something to Fairy Miscreant, but I doubt it. All right, pass the turn. Counterspell Spell Stutter Sprite out. This is where you want to be. Opponent goes land and Searing Blaze. I'm tempted to just straight up counterspell this, because if they point another instant speed removal spell at either of my fairies, I lose both of them. So I think I am going to go straight up counterspell here. We want to save the damage against our face too. So we don't want this going through at all, or even close to that. They're going to Chain Lightning us down to 16. And I mean, Spell Stutter Sprite's going to hit a burn spell soon anyway. What do we draw? Island. Okay, so let's start with a Ponder. Ooh, there's Ninja. Do we go Shields down for a turn to commit Ninja? I think we do. And I like a lot of these spells. So let's go Counterspell, Augur, Ninja. No shuffle. Play an Island. And of course, we might as well leave up Skred here for their Get to Lava Runner. I mean, we're at 15. That's not an... honestly, though, leaving up Spell Starter Sprite this turn is pretty strong. And we might want to Skred something, and then we can pick up the Spell Starter Sprite next turn. So I actually think we're going to be patient here. I know we're at 15 against a burn deck, but I think I'm fine to do this now. All right, opponent just going to pass, so not going to give us an excuse to Spell Stutter. Sure. We'll draw Counterspell, take a ping. So obviously they're looking to do some stuff in our main phase here. So we'll go to combat, swing with Miscreant. Yes. On attacks, opponent is going to Needle Drop us. We have been dealt damage this turn, so that will get in. I think I'm okay spell stuttering this. But then again, if I do, they might just be able to point a removal spell at Fairy Miscreant, so... Or at Ninja, and I think resolving Ninja here is just more important. So we'll get Ninja down. And we'll be leaving up Spell Stutter Sprite this turn, I believe, to defend Ninja and our face. And there's the counterspell we knew about. We'll pass. Yeah, I don't really want to go shields down here. For one, defending Ninja is awesome. Like, if they go land, try to Searing Blaze it, and we just get to hard counter, then I feel like we're in a really good position. Yeah. All right, so we'll see what this is. They're going to Chain Lightning us. I think that's a... yeah, no. Let's just let that one go through. We might find a better target this turn. And Searing Blaze? Yeah. All right, so hard counter Searing Blaze. Pass a turn. We're going to run out Fairy Miscreant pre-combat. They're going to remove it. Oh, they Lightning Bolt us down to 7. Okay. Well, we're going to have to find... a lot more. Oh, we're at 3. All right, we're going to 2. I think we might actually just be dead. They're fast, man. They sure are fast. All right, we'll go to combat, swing. I don't think there's any reasonable way we could win in 2 turns. We draw Gush. I mean, that's a start. We'll Gush. We would have to like hit Delver and flip it, I think. We'll Brainstorm. No. We certainly don't have enough burn to do anything about it. All right, well, put back a couple of islands. Shuffle with Ash Barrens. Get an island. Play the island. Play out Fairy Miscreant. And I guess just hope. I don't know. I think we're dead. We took him about as far as we could, though. We'll take one off this Curse of the Pure Start. Of course, we have Hydroblast out of the board, so we'll be doing a lot better. All right. Just another land. But yeah, we're super dead. We're at 1. We have no way to answer this, so we're going to go. Oh, Moto, geez. Sorry about the bloop, everyone. Okay. Hydroblasts. And probably even like 1 Dispel is fine. I like 1 Dispel here. So we'll go like that. Bring in the Hydroblast, 1 Dispel. We can probably go down some of our removal. Fire and Ice don't really do anything. Harvest Fire is unnecessary. Skred and Bolt are going to take care of most of the targets we need them to. Probably go down 1 Brainstorm. I don't think we have to be that aggressive. And we'll do it like that. All right, let's win. Attack. We have a Cantrip. And we have Spell Stutter Ninja. Plus a couple of good removal spells. This is close. This is close for me. I don't think this is a guaranteed mulligan. We only run 18 lands. We have to hit a second land drop to play Magic. But we get 3 looks. But I think there's a pretty good chance we preordain into a land. Or at least another Cantrip. Like if I hit a Ponder, I might just leave it there. And take it to look next turn. I'm actually going to keep this. The chance of hitting Ponder or even our 1 Brainstorm are high enough, I think. Well, we're an 18 land deck, right? So you're not going to start with 2 land openers all the time. That's not like you just have to gauge how likely it is you're going to hit your next land drop. And we did it. Okay, so I think same plan. We're going to top snow-covered mountain here just in case we need it. So we're going to go island. Or actually, no, they're on their turn 1. So let's go mountain, island. Kind of like a mulligan, I guess. Never didn't have it, by the way. All right, opponent's going to go mountain. That much is certain. And we'll see how they play it. Lava Runner, sure. No problem about that. I wonder if we kill it here. Probably. I guess it means we're not doing anything else this turn. Let's see if we can get a spell starter target. Play an island, pass turn. If they just don't cast anything, we will spell stutter on end step. All right, 2 mana, Keldon Marauders. A spell stutter target that is not. Plus, it's pretty resilient against removal. I actually think we're going to hit this with a counter spell. They get in with Lava Runner. Yep. So now we have removal spell stutter up. Ooh, Fairy Miscreant as well. I think I want to go Miscreant here. It's definitely debatable. We can still decide whether picking up our spell stutter with Ninja is better than casting a removal spell on this Get to Lava Runner. I'm willing to take 1 more damage from it. That's fine. Yep, we got 18. And we'll see if we get any value here. Opponent's going to probe. Sure. So you'll see our spell stutter. How you doing, Fallen King? Welcome. I have to sacrifice fresh blood to the Mikko gods now. Oh no, Marilyn, how do you do that? What's that ritual go like? How do you do that ritual? Do you need like a special knife or anything? Get her 20 minutes late on game 2 already? Oh yeah, that's how we do it. All right, so we are gonna Skred. Yeah, we're gonna Skred Lava Runner here. We don't want to take any more damage off of it. Our opponent isn't gonna give us the spell stutter bait. They might just run out. Yeah, okay. Our turn. We find Counterspell. All right, we'll go to combat, get in with Miscreant. I don't think there's any rush to get Ninja down here, especially where our hand's this strong. So we'll just keep hitting our opponent for 1. I think they're pretty obviously just leaving up removal. Like just by leaving up interaction here, we can time walk them essentially. It's not as important for us to get our Ninja down as it is for them to get us dead before we just have them in a stranglehold. Need to execute a very dark ritual. In game 4 already? Well, our round 1 opponent was sincerely not having it. So we pretty much got away with that one that way. Land. Okay, sweet. So play a land, go to combat, swing with Miscreant. Get down a Ninja. They don't know about this hard counter, so they probably feel like it's pretty safe here to try to remove Ninja with like a Searing Blaze next turn. And I'm guessing they don't have a Lightning Bolt in hand or we would have seen it there. All right, pass. Spell Stutter plus Counterspell up. And I do believe we'll see a Searing Blaze. We'll see if they throw this at the Ninja. Man, it's sweet that you guys say hello to each other. I love that. All right, Rift Bolt on Ninja. I don't think we want to let that go. If they want to kill it, they're going to have to kill it dead and waste multiple cards on it. So I guess they're kind of like card neutral on it now. You like it too. Well, that's good. All right, see if they get the Lava Runner. Nope, just Lava Spike down to 15. We're going to have to leverage our interaction pretty carefully here now. Let's go with Fairy Miscreant and pass. Opponent's on 5 cards in hand. Ninja would have been pretty great there, though. If we could have somehow protected it enough, but they're running out so many resources. All right, opponent's just going to go with Thermo Alchemist. Yeah, I think we might as well counter here. So let's go Spell Stutter Sprite. Counter the Alchemist. We want to increase our clock too. This Skred might find another target someday. Find another Skred. That's a few too many Skreds, deck. You can chill out with that now, please. But I think they figured they'd have to kind of fight through these spell stutters before they got to do anything anyway. 2 mana. Keldon Marauders. Okay, I'd certainly... where we have these Skreds, I almost think I should take a damage off this instead. But we want to get our clock increased as well, so let's spell stutter. Alright, so now we've got lightning bolts on sticks every turn. Although our opponent might just have electricity. They could be like the best electricity baiters in the world. And if they are, then we don't really like any of these. Granted, Ninja here is pretty good. So let's go Augur, Bolas, Island, Ninja. No shuffle. Go to combat, swing with the team. And Ninja back a spell stutter. Draw that island. Opponent's at 9. Now we got our spell stutter mana back, and we got a Ninja online. We should be okay. Our opponent scoops it up. Sweet. All right, we're going to be on the draw for this one. It's going to make it a little more difficult. Half tempted to take out a land, but I don't... I'm not one of those people... Well, I think... There's kind of a question there, like... Confuses Scry 2 with Preordain with Ponders 3. Oh yeah, I know. That is a tough mistake to make, especially because you can't take it back anymore. Once you start putting cards back on top of your library with Ponder, you can't like Control Z. That was a thing for a little while. Maybe Ninja would have been better to get out paying blue-red, blue-blue. Yeah, I guess we did have a bunch of removal in hand, just in case we needed that instead. That's fair. That's totally true. Yeah, because we might have needed the removal instead, or we could have used our mana more efficiently using the removal. All right, let's go, guys. Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. That line of play was not correct. Oh my god, it would feel so bad. I don't want to live in that universe. That does sound awful. Is it so? How much worse is Serum Visions than Preordain though? Like, is it that much worse, or does it just feel bad? All right, we're good. I think we're going to keep this one. This many counterspells plus an early Ninja and a Gush. Pretty into this, so we're going to keep. Like, just way worse, huh? Preordain's banned in Modern, right? See 3 versus 1, yeah. All right, our opponent mulled to 6. I always like to see a mulligan on a burn. No 1-drop from them. Yeah, man, it must be pretty busted then. Oh, the turn 2 Ninja is so tempting. I think we have time. And it really puts pressure on them. And we can't really counter one of their accelerators anyway. I know it seems greedy, but I'm going for it. Oh, Ponder it was possible for Ponder to be Modern legal? That's nuts. There's Thermo Alchemist. So like I said, we couldn't counter that anyway. So I think it's worth it to go looking for an answer to it, as opposed to, oh, there's an answer right there, though. But I think we're committed now. Oh, but we have to kill it, man. Letting this untap for even a turn is just so bad. Okay, so let's Hydroblast their Thermboy. Play Evolving Wilds, go to combat, swing with Fairy Miscreant. This way we'll have blue-blue. Yeah, you've got to kill it. Oh, it's from Lorewind. It's tough there, right? Yeah, I can go for Island here. I agree, guys. I'm totally with you. There was a way. There was a universe where because they only have 2 mana to work with. That's like only a potential 2 extra damage, but 2 extra damage against burn can just mean so much. All right, Lava Runner, it doesn't really matter here. They shouldn't be able to get both spells in the bin. They're going to exile Riftbolt, sure. Go get some blue mana. I mean, it'd be amazing to hit a Pyroblast or a Hydroblast here, but I don't know if we're living in that universe right now. We're just going to keep hitting lands, which means if we hold off for 1 more turn, we can have 4 mana down to protect our Ninja as well. So I actually think we're just going to leave up... Counterspell for this turn. We're probably going to take 2 off of Lava Runner as a consequence to that, and I'm kind of fine with that. If I get to Counterspell something here, then I'm pretty happy. Can't let him untap with Therm Daddy. Akia? Did I get it? The Is It Bard? How you doing? Yeah, I think we want to wait the 1 turn. I'm with you. And then I don't think we can tap in such a way that we can Riftbolt that turn, or we can Gush that turn too, but gushing on the following turn will just like hopefully seal the deal. Opponent's going face with the Riftbolt. Yep. And they're certainly incentivized to run out another spell here. Sure. They're going to get in for 2. Nice! I actually got it! I'd love to hear some Izzet music. I think Izzet music would be sweet. All right, we're at 12. Opponent going to Lava Spike. So I will counterspell this just to be mana efficient, and we'll probably hit Spell Stutters at some time in the future. So we want to do it like that. We draw another island. That's not the best draw. We really don't want this to get in for any more damage. We do want to defend this ninja. We're at 12. All right, so go to combat. Swing with Fairy Miscreant. This is going to be the most telegraphed counterspell you've ever seen. We need a removal spell for that, though. We draw Ash Barrens. Okay. All right, pass the turn. 1 counterspell to defend ninja against Searing Blaze. We're digging to like a Hydroblast or a removal spell here. And I know we sideboarded some out, so I'm sort of getting punished. They're going to get in for 2. We'll go to 10. You do have, yeah, Sonic Blast. Opponent's going to Needle Drop. Okay. 1 Needle Drop, I guess, is fine. Not ideal, but fine. 1 mana is going to be Lava Spike. So I feel like we're going too low here. We're going to be gushing next turn. So let's get this counterspell out of our hand. And turn comes back to us. Gush. Okay, so let's tap a couple mana. And gush. We found removal. So let's go Fairy Miscreant. We might as well cycle this Ash Barrens while we got blue mana floating. Get some more blue. I guess we have effectively infinite blue mana now. We will Skred the Lava Runner, go to combat, swing for 2. Honestly, that probably should have been an island. Or I should have just waited to play my land, because we might draw Counterspell. No, we just draw another land, because my deck's funny like that. All right, pass the turn. All right, what have you got, opponent? Probably more burn spells. What's this? Searing Blaze unkicked on Miscreant. Sure, we go to 8. They might just have 2 Searing Blazes in hand, and they're waiting to hit that other land. Oh my god, deck, why? Would you please? So let's draw a couple cards with... actually, we don't have to do this right now. Let's attack first. Draw our card, and then gush. Just so we have more information. Opponent goes to 12. We have a bolt in... Oh my god, deck, why, dude? Be cool, deck. There's so few lands in this deck. We find Augur Bolas, which is like a good start. We might find a cantrip. We only have 1 red spell in hand, so let's leave a blue floating. Deck. We find Brainstorm. No shuffle effect in hand, though. No shuffle effect we can commit to the board anyway. So we don't want to Brainstorm till next turn. Ugh. Or maybe we do Brainstorm now. We're going to draw one of the cards anyway. All right, let's Brainstorm. 2 ninjas. Okay. All right. Well, we will definitely go island, and pass the turn. Pitch some islands. We drew infinite lands this game, though. That was super unfortunate. We'll pitch 1 of these Evolving Wilds. All right, opponent, what's it going to be? Only a Lightning Bolt to defend us. We got him on a 4-turn clock. I definitely don't like those odds. So here comes a Searing Blaze by the looks of things. They Fire Blast us. Okay, we're probably dead. Down to 4. And Needle Drop. 1 mana floating. Is it a burn spell? Lava Runner, sure. All right, well, we're probably going to Lightning Bolt that for a couple of reasons. One of which is because we have to Ninja next turn, but if they draw a burn spell, we lose. So we just drew way too many lands. Like way too many lands. Wow. I knew about that because of Brainstorm, but still. All right, so we should shuffle first because we know there's another island on top, which means we won't get to commit another ninja. So we gotta hope our opponent doesn't top deck a burn spell here. We'll leave back Augur, as much as I don't like that. All right, what do we draw? Come on, something good. Okay, if we get to untap, maybe we'll be okay. We're gonna get to untap. I like our odds. Well, not really though. Oh, they're slow rolling it, opponent. Sure. We are copying though. Take that, opponent. All right. We drew way too many lands that game. And the gas was coming, but it came a little bit too late. Yeah, it happens. Happens that way sometimes. We are going to keep this. It looks pretty good. It's a little bit risky, but we got Brainstorm Shuffle going on. We can put away a land that we don't need. And and we'll go from there. All right. Let's play out Island. I'll Brainstorm on our opponent's end step. Oh yeah, this is a good old hand right here. Let's see what our opponent's on. Random. Oh my god, more burn. Are we just gonna play burn all night? Is this really what my life is now? Seems fine. All right, so opponent lava spikes. It's gonna be burn all night. I still think this is a fine upkeep shuffle dealy here. We want all of these cards, so I think we're gonna bottom. We're gonna shuffle away. Maybe not. Maybe we can afford to draw one of these. So let's go top. Top and top. Yeah, the top of our library is looking pretty fire. 4 of them should be okay. We'll get up to double blue this turn. If our opponent gives us any reason to counter, we can always shuffle upkeep next turn, leaving Spell Stutter Sprite up, and I'll feel like we're in pretty good shape. So let's hope. That is correct, Arkham. Great top indeed. Let's see if they got an accelerator for us to counter here. Chain Lightning. All right, we're going to run out Spell Stutter because we have Ninja in hand. Spell Stutter that. Granted, they could just burn Spell Stutter, I guess, but... And I don't know if we even want to go get a red mana with this Ash Barrens. Another blue mana actually seems stronger. Because Jade has the card Skred in it, and we play Snowlands. Opponent is going to opt not to do anything here. I think getting Island, leaving up Counterspell is super strong here. Like, much better than getting Mountain. And I think we have time to find it. So I'm actually going to go get blue mana. Call me crazy. We got a fresh top deck to deal with as well. We can deal with whatever they're doing with a counterspell anyway. All right, so play Snow-Covered Island, go to combat, swing with Spell Stutter. I know, Waltzmark. I know I asked you to call me crazy and everything. Yeah, it has a lot of blue stuff, so maybe it's not that crazy. All right, pass the turn. Like halfway eye candy and is it control? Yeah, halfway. Halfway just swag points. And then is it control? Opponent's going to probe, sure, so they know about our counterspell. Might not warily run anything into it. I think we might have to get a little loosey-goosey. Should be called Augur of Secrets. That's a good name. I almost prefer that name. Ninja of Secrets. Augur of Ninjas. Augur of the Deep Hours. Counter Augur. This is really the glue right here. Snagged them before they were Pauper legal, because we all knew. We all knew what was coming. And I'm not even in that bad of a position here. If they decide not to do anything, we'll just run out Preordain and leave a counterspell for another turn. I don't know if I'm being too touchy in my burn matchup or not, but... Alright, so opponent's just going to run out Thermo Alchemist, which I am fine countering here. We'll see if this ninja finds us anything good. They scooped the mat! What is going on? Alright, our opponent's on 6. We got a pretty good opener. Probably going to lead on Preordain here unless we top deck a ninja. And we got Ponder Shuffle on the following turn if we need it. So let's do it. Oh, Cloud of Fairies must have been... That must have been rough. The less emotional you are, yeah. Well, I don't know, like, for me, I definitely enjoy it a lot more. That limits the amount of stuff we're going to be able to do next turn. We don't want more interaction. Let's just get Spellstutter down. Or let's get Fairy Miscreant down. So next turn we can hold up Counterspell. We can use the extra mana to shuffle if we have to. Maybe our opponent has a Daze here. Oh, the Peregrine Drake times. The Peregrine Drake times were rough. Looks like our opponent's on Skred Delver as well. So hopefully... Oh, blue-white. All right. Acid Trip. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, guys. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, so chances are our opponent isn't going to do anything worth countering next turn, so we're going to go Island and get a Ninja down here. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, this deck's scary. But I think it's scary because I've played against 420 Dragon on this deck, and it, like, oh, God. That is a scary experience. Okay, opponent's going to Karoo. It is blue-white Familiar. I know Jeskai Familiar is making a stand at some local tournaments and stuff like that. They're going to snap the Ninja, generate some mana. Ugh. And what do they got? Brainstorm. Okay. Oh, man. It's a cool deck, though. It is really cool. 3 mana, Secret Oracle? Yes. And they have a white mana to work with if they need it. So now we kind of have to hold up Counterspell. Well, not really, but it'd be nice to be able to hold up Counterspell. The nice thing about them is that they can't interact in the air. Muldrifter is their main way to stop us from attacking them, usually. That snap was pretty clutch for them, though. Okay, more shuffle effects. So I think we're just going to go... Ponder. Let's ponder first. We might want to shuffle, get an island. We're going to go Shields down again this turn. I like Lightning Bolt a lot here. Oh, I like these cards. But I think we got to go Counterspell, Ninja, Bolt. No shuffle. Go get red mana. Play red mana. Kill the Sunscape Familiar and pass the turn. It's not burn. It's not burn. Which is nice. Yeah, so they're Esper Familiar. And this is definitely one of the more common variants you see. Oh, that's awesome, Faranil. Are you going to try it out? Do you got any changes to make? I think the deck is awesome. It is a lot of fun to play. Opponent's going to keep digging. So now we're going to get blue mana with the red that we have and play our Fairy Miscreant to get a Ninja down next turn, and then we will, because we want to leave up Counterspell here unless our opponent has another Familiar or one of their other key pieces. And then we'll pass the turn. And next turn we can start like preordaining with a little bit of extra mana. We have a fire to remove something if we can. It certainly was. It was good, Marilyn. It was very good. I'm really pumped about how well it went, actually. All right, so we'll see what our opponent's going to do. 3 mana, Karoo land. Yep. So if they go for a snap here, I think I'm actually inclined to counter it. Like if they snap Seagate Oracle, they're going to Compulsive Research. Okay, that's not a huge issue. People only played it in paper, and even then it was not that common. Really? So you think like the Cloud of Fairies era wasn't that big of a deal? I think we might cycle Ice here. It's actually not going to do anything. So we'll tap that, draw Skred. That's not bad. That'll stop our opponent's clock. I think we're going to tap out a red mana here to get Ninja down. Yep. So go through into blocks. Still leaving up Counterspell this turn because we don't want our Ninja to get snapped again. Although it does feel like we're dirtling a bit more than I'd like to. Oh, it did warp it, just kind of unequivocally. So draw Brainstorm, not bad with these preordains. I think we're going to go Island Miscreant here, as opposed to Island Preordain. We've got a pretty decent hand. We've got one counterspell to interact with next turn. I also ran into a bunch of burn, which I did tech for a little bit. I probably added more life gain than I actually needed. God Pharaoh's Faithful is not that bad. We can Skred it in the future. I guess it's a blocker, which is kind of unfortunate. But we're going to Skred the Seagate, or maybe we'll Skred this first. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this 1 damage matters more than this. We should probably Skred this, because Lightning Bolt can kill this. And maybe we should have countered it, because we do want to keep connecting with Ninja. Alright, opponent plays land, goes for 4 mana. Deep Analysis, sure. So you're just kind of spinning their wheels over there, but this is what the deck's built to do. Probably going to get in with Seagate Oracle. Maybe not, though. Nope, no getting in. Do we Brainstorm here? We've already got 2 Ash Barons in the bin. I don't think it's worth it. All right, so on tap, we draw another Skred. That's pretty good. So let's go second. We only have 1 counterspell, so we can preordain first. Delver's pretty good here. I actually like both of these, so let's go Miscreant, Delver, and play Delver. I don't know how aggressive I want to be with my Skreds. I guess we're going to make our land drop this turn anyway, so we'll go Skred, Skred, get in. We'll be able to upkeep Brainstorm so that we make sure we flip Delver. And yeah, we should be in okay shape. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for coming by, man. All right, opponent Mortuary Myers. We'll see what they get back. Probably Familiar. They'll draw into it with Deep Analysis, but we still have the counter magic to interact with that, which is nice. Pretty glad I was so kind of restrictive on using these preordains when I did, because otherwise we might have to use a counterspell here and then we won't be able to Brainstorm flip Delver, or we wouldn't be able to Brainstorm flip Delver. All right, opponent's just going to pass here. So we are not going to take any chances. We're going to end step Brainstorm. Draw a few. Ooh, opponent's got a counter. I'm going to snap Ninja, sure. Not super important. We can get it back down next turn. And we're going to get to flip our Delver. Ooh, Gush. Okay, so we'll go Preordain, Counterspell. We do want to draw back into that Counterspell. I guess we're showing our opponent Counterspell for almost no reason. Would like to reveal, yes. Go into draw step. We draw Counterspell. So before Fairy Miscreant gets picked up, we'll play a Fairy Miscreant. Draw a card. Go to combat, swing. And Ninja. Fairy, Ninja, Fairy for all the cards. Yeah, exactly. You got to make sure, right? So opponent goes 3 mana, Forbidden Alchemy. Sure. It is pretty good amount of, that is a pretty good amount of card selection. Although I don't really know what they're going for here. They let the Sunscape Familiar on top go. Okay. Ninja gets in. We draw a card. It's a Spell Stutter. All right, so let's Gush. We're going to put an island back on the battlefield and play another Fairy Miscreant. There's another Ninja. So play island and go... maybe we want to leave up Spell Stutter Counterspell here. Yeah, I think Spell Stutter Counterspell is actually just pretty good here. So we'll keep it at that. And we'll pitch a couple lands. Maybe just Evolving Wilds. Preordain. Yeah, Wheeler. Yeah, 2 players just straight up were not having it tonight and scooped on us. So that's what that means. So we'll try to Spell Stutter the Sunscape Familiar here. Like I said before, they don't have a ton of interaction. It is cool seeing Teachings in the deck, though. All right, so let's see what this is. 4 mana. I think we're going to see a snap coming. So we'll try to counter the snap. I don't know why they would snap Fairy Miscreant. They might have another. Nope, goes through. Okay, sure. So Sunscape goes away. We're at a counter magic, though. For more mana, Aven Fogbringer. Return target land to its owner's hand. Okay, that doesn't really matter. This is spicy, though. I like that. I guess I'll get Mortuary Mire. Oh, they're going to return Island. Okay, sure. We don't mind that too much. Hey, blue is so powerful it makes people scoop. I agree. All right, let's see if we can find a removal spell for this. We did. All right, so fire. This and this. Actually, I think we're going to do both red mana here. So fire on this and on you. That was weird, though. And we have no interaction to hold up here, so I think we're just going to go Ninja. Oh, we got him. Okay, sweet. So, Pyroblasts come in. Swirling Sandstorm deceptively good against this deck. I think Dispel is probably better than a couple of our other spells, and Echoing Truth might not be that bad, but we're going to do it like this. Fire Ice ended up being okay there, but I don't think it's actually good. So we'll take out Fire Ice. Again, I don't think Harvest Fire is that important, but it's probably more important than the first Lightning Bolts. Brainstorms probably aren't going to do a whole lot. We might not even need... Delvers actually do matter. I think we're trying to be faster. Yeah, I think we're going to add a couple bolts. Especially where our Pyroblasts can double as removal. I don't mind getting rid of that much interaction. And our counter magic should be pretty useful. One Spell Stutter might be a decent cut here, actually. Keep Higher in, or keep a... Would you say, oh snap? I know, what was Fogbringer all about, guys? This spice is Skred Delver. The de facto best deck in the format. This is fine. This is a fine hand. It's nice and efficient. We've got Augur or Bolas to go looking for some interaction. They're going to give us time to kind of sculpt our hand anyway. So I think I'm okay with this. We just have to hit one cantrip to really smooth things out altogether. And I think we're all right. And I think keeping 7 is good in this matchup. Opponent's going to go to 6. Land bounce has been hosed for a while. Run out the Mortuary Mire straight away, and there's a cantrip to help us out. So we want one more blue mana for sure. This is not blue mana, so we'll bottom both of these. Draw an Augur. I'm okay with more Augurs. More Augurs generally mean more cantrips, so that's cool. Opponent's going to tap for black mana, cycle Ash Barrens. Spend the turn fixing their mana. I'm cool with that. And I think we're going to expect a Familiar next turn, so we do really want to be able to hold up counter magic. Ooh, they have Faithful. Okay, sure. But it seems like they're a little choked on blue mana. All right, so we're going to defer to just playing Evolving Wilds here. Kind of sucks, but we do have to go get second blue to get set up. Make sure that they can't resolve a Sunscape Familiar, because that does make things a little bit more difficult. And just Seagate Oracle. Okay, that's good. So we'll go get blue. Should be playing a lot faster here. But actually, yeah, if it puts the lands on the bottom, that is sketchy. I guess I think Aether Trade Winds is like the closest we've had to that much land bounce kind of all at once. Ninja. Okay. That does incentivize me to Augur here. Huh. Why would I leave up Counterspell this turn? Sunscape Familiar? But if we can hit a Skred, that's not a huge issue. What instance would I be worried about? Snap? But I'm not worried about Snap until next turn. So let's go Augur Bolas, see if we can find a cantrip. Yeah. Another Counterspell. 2 lands go to the bottom. But that's totally fine. We're good with another Counterspell in hand. I don't think I want to Gush here. Like, I haven't hit my land drop. I guess that does let us play another Augur. Or I have hit my land drop, right? Yeah, I have hit my land drop. All right, so we'll leave up Dispel. Opponent might have Snap. Although I don't see why that'd be relevant, but they might. All right, white mana is another God Pharaoh's Faithful. Not super relevant to what we're doing anyway. Evolving Wilds. And next turn is Muldrifter territory, and they're playing as though they're going to cast a Muldrifter. So I would really like to be able to catch that with a counterspell somehow. Another land is pretty good. They are going to block our Augur, however. Okay, so I think we just go land Augur, leave up double blue. I guess we can just leave up red blue. That does cover a lot of our bases. Yeah, so let's go land Augur. Yeah, so they're on kind of like an infinite flicker deck. Usually these Familiars decks try to... Oh, there's a Skred. That's nice. So we'll grab a Skred and pass the turn back to our opponent. Now we have an answer to almost everything. Even through some of their own interaction. Yeah, so Wheeler, what they're trying to do is they're trying to set it up so that they can Ghostly Flicker a Mnemonic Wall, and I think even just one of their lands, if they have kind of sufficient... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I guess they can play 2 snaps now, which could be a consideration, but... All right, so end step, we're going to try to Skred it. Goes away. Sweet. Turn comes back to us. We find Brainstorm. Not super good here. We just got to pass. Our opponent can still just block our ninjas, so we don't want to do any attacking. We'll pass. Lots of interaction up. I'm not really sure. Like, Burning Prophet, like, if you look back, we haven't cast a ton of non-creature spells these last couple of turns. So, I'm not super into that idea, I don't think. Opponent's just digging their life away. I feel like a Brainstorm here isn't too bad. We haven't hit any of our Ash Barrens yet. Yep, Karoo land. Oh man, what I'd give to just like bounce one of these. Yeah, discount, exactly. That's what they're looking for. And they'll use, get Infinite Life with this, or use something like, oh god. Oh, that was a bad Brainstorm. We're gonna want this ninja to, or we're gonna want this Augur Bolas to reset it next turn. So let's go. What are we gonna get rid of? Preordain. And I guess next turn's our opportunity to gush. I don't know if we want to get rid of any of these. Well, we're going to draw one anyway. So I guess we go Preordain Counterspell. Turn comes back to us. So go land, Augur to get rid of what we know is on top, or rather draw it, potentially. A little bit too much thinking going on. I'm fine with either of these. I think I'll take Preordain because we don't have a shuffle effect, so Ponder gets a little bit worse. Then we'll go ahead and gush, make sure we hit our land drop here. And I guess we are discarding the hand size as well. Ooh, there's a Delver. Oh, that makes me want to tap out so bad. I'm doing it. Okay, let's run out Delver. We got to do something to kill our opponent. And no attacks from us. What will we discard? Probably just Preordain and a land. Our hand's pretty alright, though. Worst case Ontario is they resolve a Muldrifter. That is distinctly what we do not want to happen. Alright, what are we going to do with our Delver? Flip. Come on, blind flip. Blind flip, blind flip, blind flip. Nice. Alright, so we flipped Delver. Draw Skred, which is soon going to open us up to the possibility of ninjaing these Augurs, which is always a pretty sweet beat. Play an island. For now, we're just going to get him with Insect Elaboration, which is usually pretty alright on its own. That was pretty tight. I'm pretty into that. Pretty into that place. So now we're going to try to kill our opponent with a Delver, and we'll see what happens. Opponent gets Swamp. Yep. Yeah, I guess ninjas aren't like super strong. Oh, Fogwalker's real cool. Did I say worst case Ontario? Yes. The isms. The isms are some good. So I assume our opponent's going to try to draw into that. But that seems pretty slow considering all the interaction we have in hand. A land would be fine here. Ponder. I think we can risk a Ponder. Fetch land. Okay, we got some fetch lands. Oh, we want this Pyroblast too, though. We can't draw a card this turn. I think we'll let Pyroblast go. We'll get Terramorphic. No shuffle. Play the fetch land. We'll go with some more blue mana. Go to combat. Swing with Insect Elaboration. So this is where the fight might happen. No fights. Okay. All right, pass turn. What do you have, opponent? 3 mana. Just a Ghostly Flicker. Value Flicker. All right, I'm not too worried about this. I guess I could Dispel here. Or Counterspell and then leave up Pyroblast for their turn. Yeah. That actually seems pretty good. Yeah. I think I'm into that, especially where I haven't answered everything else. I don't want them to draw 2 cards, so I'd much rather 1-for-1 on this. Oh, yeah, what was theirs called? Like Fogwalker? I think that's the actual card that we were going on about. All right, opponent goes 3 mana for Archaeomancer. We have to counter Archaeomancer. For sure. So hopefully our opponent doesn't have a counter backup here. I mean, we do have Skred plus counters to interact with them later on. Yeah, okay. Is it Fogbringer? Yeah. So they were all going on about Fogbringer. So we have more blue. Turn comes back to us. Fairy Miscreant. Beautiful. All right, so run out Miscreant. We want to Skred this now. Combat, attack for 3. And Counterspell, Instant Speed, Dispel up. Even Fogbringer. Okay. So the name was a little bit different. I think pretty much the only thing I want to counter here is a Muldrifter or something like that. Maybe I shouldn't have taken out so many removal spells. I do feel like I'm a little too dependent on Deep Analysis, sure. A little too dependent on Delver to win here. But if we find the rest of our flyers, we should be just completely fine. Got to play a little bit faster. Our opponent's still on 22 and we only got 13 minutes. So if I'm being a little less interactive than normal, that's why. And I apologize. All right, turn comes back to us. We draw Augur Bolas. Cool. So we'll go to combat, attack like this. Go through blocks. Pick up a fairy. Draw a card. Hit for 5. Draw Pyroblast. That's ironic. Go ahead and run a fairy again to get another ninja down. Draw another card. If we had more mana, we'd be able to Augur there and then start swinging the whole kit and caboodle into them. Don't think we want this to resolve. So we'll try to hit Sunscape Familiar here. I can't imagine they don't have a way to have a counterfight with us, though. They might have, like, Reaping the Graves or something here. Just Mortuary Mire. Okay, we knew about that. So they're going to put it back on top of their deck, Deep Analysis into it, and then get to cast it. That's oh, they're going to get Archaeomancer. Okay. This could get interesting. So 4 mana. Oh, there's Drifty Boy. All right, they resolved a Drifter. That is not something I wanted to happen. And I think we have to leave our Pyroblast up for their Archaeomancer. So let's Augur. See if we can find a removal spell. We do. Perfect. Bottom a couple cards I wouldn't mind having. All right, play Evolving Wilds, pass a turn. This is a pretty anemic turn for us, for sure. On their end step, we'll be able to remove Muldrifter. Yeah, Mind My Clock is definitely a good consideration. So Muldrifter gets in. That's cool. It's just one less turn I have to worry about killing it. No blocks from us, for sure. We got 18. I think the intention is to Ghostly Flicker it. Here comes our Archaeomancer. Oh, just another Drifter? That's fine. Actually, no. I think I can afford to counter this, because if they just go... No, I can't. Okay, sure. Drifter. We have to counter our Archaeomancer because We don't have a way to fight. I guess we do actually have a way to fight the flicker. Anyway, I'm going to Skred a Drifter to ensure better turns in the future for us. See if our opponent has anything to say about that. No. Okay. We'll get an island. Turn him back. Ooh, Gush. Okay. Go to combat. Swing, swing. And get another ninja down. I do have to play a lot faster. Draw another card. Hit for 5. Another red source. Not great. I think I'd rather have blue mana out right now. But we can decide after we draw some cards with Gush. Okay. Not super into that. Let's go Preordain. Get a bit more info. We got Pyroblast Dispel, though. And that should be okay for us fighting Archaeomancer next turn. This has been a little tough. So we're going to top Gush because that'll be great for next turn. Bottom an Ash Barrens, play an island, run out Fairy Miscreant, and pass turn. We don't have any more Brainstorms in our deck, so this is how we want to do it. And the Alpha Strikes might start coming next turn. So I don't have another Ghostly Flicker. They're going to Reaping the Graves. Okay, sure. Get back the Drifter we killed. Yep, that's fine. They get to get back a ton of stuff, actually. That's actually not very fine. Things have gone better in the past than this Reaping the Graves. Granted, I don't think the Familiars matter that much. I honestly might have spent more time removing them than I should have. So we'll fight our opponent's combo on the stack here and just let them kind of draw cards and dirtle around for a second. We're not fighting anything but Archaeomancer or Ghostly Flicker, basically. So 2 mana means wall. Yep. And 2 mana means wall, which means they can gain infinite life here. On game 3? Yeah, I think like Sandstorm is like deceptively good against this deck. All right, opponent. What do you think? 7 cards in hand. 3 mana. Drifty Boy. Yep. You may have it. We will have to deal with those eventually. And we only have 2 Skreds left in our deck. So that's a little problematic. We only have 1 Skred left in our deck. Okay, that's really problematic. But we do have a few more Pyroblasts too. Yeah, Storm is a fine fair mechanic, for sure. No attacks from our opponent. I guess that makes a lot more sense for their attack last turn. All right, what do we draw? Pyroblast, right, we knew about that. All right, well, run out some red mana. Let's Gush. Found a counterspell, found a Miscreant, so we'll run out Miscreant, draw a card. Why not Linkenzie? Draw another Miscreant, we'll run out a Miscreant, draw a card. And now we have Counterspell, Spellstutter Sprite, Pyroblast up. So I think now we want to try to make sure they don't combo off each turn and then just start picking away at these Mulldrifters until we can win. I'm almost okay attacking him with Delver and trading with a Mulldrifter here, though. What if we just attack with everything? What do they do? Because they can double block Ninja. So why don't we see if they want to trade a Drifter here? Because it does give us better Pyroblast equity in the future. And we have 1 more Delver to trade with Mulldrifters in the meantime. All right, they're just going to take it. Sure. I'm perfectly happy with that. Pass the turn. 3 mana is Whale of Nim. Deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. Well, we do have to counter that. How much did that cost? 3. So we can spell stutter that, but that might give them the opportunity to force a spell through next turn. So I actually think we're going to dispel here. Leave up counter magic and pyroblast. Yeah. So no Whale of Nim. Pass the turn. Discard. Island. Oh god, we only have 9 minutes. Opponent going to combat. Attacking with the Drifty Boys. Sure. No blocks. What do you got, opponent? Deep Analysis. Sure. Gains a couple life. Draw some cards. Whale of Nim is quite the sweeper. 2 mana. 3 mana. They're going to go for Archaeomancer here. So I think we want to hard counter on yeah, probably hard counter Archaeomancer. Because we might be able to get some equity out of these Pyroblasts later. And see if they have a response. They're going to Mortuary Mire back the Archaeomancer. That's all right. We have future responses for it. And what's this? Whale of Nim. Oh, they had another one in hand? Oh, good lord. That is so bad for us. Okay. Sure. Oh, guys, we might just want to scoop. Oh, that was very, very bad. All right, end of turn. So we're going to Pyroblast one of their Drifters. Because we don't want to die. Maybe they'll snap it. They don't snap it. They let it go. Turn comes back to us. We draw a Ninja. So play a land, go to combat, swing with Insectal Aberration. Pass the turn. There might be. If they can't combo off, like, them gaining life off these Godpharaoh's Faithful is annoying, but a Delver of Secrets just eventually kills them. Getting it with Drifter. Yep. And what's this? I'm assuming they have another Ghostly Flicker in their deck somewhere. So we'll Pyroblast your Archaeomancer that you continue to draw. Spellstutter Spreading and Archaeomancer is now pretty much out of the question. 5 mana for Custody Squire to get back Archaeomancer. All right. I think we kind of have to scoop here because we don't have any answers to this and we can't attack through it. So we are dead. We had 1 Skred, but we have 18 cards in library and 8 minutes. So we have to go to the next game. I really don't know if I should sideboard differently, though. That felt pretty good. We just have to be a little bit faster. Maybe not let them get us set up. I guess Swirling Sandstorm would be good. Oh, it is very fast magic time. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Sandstorm over Skred. Although it kind of left us at board parity again last game. Like, the cards that matter are flyers. But I think it was a little bit of a punt to take out the bolts. So we'll bring the bolts back in. And maybe just, like, go down a Ninja and a Brainstorm. Try it like that. All right. Let's do it. They did go pretty wide. It's just like they can get all of their creatures back, and the cards that stop us from winning are flyers anyway. I don't know. I don't think it's super productive. Because Swirling Sandstorm doesn't hit flyers. Which, I mean, is great for us because all of our attackers are flyers. But if killing Muldrifters and Custody Squires is what we're in the business of doing, then we definitely just want, like, Lightning Bolts, Harvest Spires, and stuff. Turbo Speed engaged. Yep. I have won at this much of a disadvantage before, so hopefully I can pull it back. You guys, if I ever get over there and I start getting off track and losing too much time, you slap me right back into the game, all right? Say, Jeff, you smarten up, boy. Play like you mean it. All right, fams. Show me your worst. There might be an argument for like Stormbound Geist over a cantrip even, but we didn't find Spell Stutter sprites at the right time. I don't think that game either. I got distracted. Thank you, Wheeler. Your hands are so soft. But they're soft but stern. It's exactly the kind of motivation I need right now. You're gentle but motivating clasp. Oh god, okay. Come on, opponent. Let's do this thing. Let's see it. See what you got. Yeah, I think we're gonna be alright though. I think we should be good, especially on the play where you get to hold up counterspells so early. Maybe the Faithfuls are a little more important than I gave them credit for being. This looks good to me. Flip an early Delver. Move on with my life. Yeah, I like it. Preordain will help us fix our other blue mana when we need it. I don't like having both of the mountains in my hand, but let's flip Delver and kill our opponent. How about that, everyone? I like that idea. 5. Opponent keeps. Womp womp. Alright, go to main phase, play Delver. Bastard. Yeah. It was too stressful for them. What do you got, opponent? Mortuary Mire, sure. So Delver, we're going to flip. Come on, blind flip. Delver, no. Okay, so I think we are just going to take a turn off, commit a Delver here, play a mountain, pass a turn. Attack for 1. Because we can Lightning Bolt their Familiar or whatever, and then we can preordain Flip or Delver next turn. Flip both of them, hopefully. Finding both there, pretty lucky though. Oh, opponent scooped! Sweet! Got there. Appa 19 is certainly no slouch. But we got Brainstorm, we got Delver. Let's do this. Let's play some Legacy. They're probably on Skred Delver as well. So we'll see if they've got their removal in hand. Let's go Island, Delver. We're not joking around here. Either they counter our Brainstorm next turn or we flip a Delver and start beating face. Yep. See if they go get red mana here. They go get blue mana, so it's the mirror. Hey, Erimi. R-M-I-H-C. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Jank Bank. We really got to brainstorm into some interaction here. Because if we just put a bunch of resources into flipping a Delver and our opponent just kills it, then we're in trouble. It looks like they were digging for removal, though. So even just getting in the 3 damage here could be worth it. So we're going to go for it. Brainstorm. We're going to top. Preordain. Gush. So that we draw into the Gush on draw step. We'll go with our fetch land. Maybe we don't need Gush. We have a second Gush. No, Gush is an amazing card. So we'll go like this. Flip on Gush. And play a fetch land. Combat. Swing for 3. Pass the turn. Go get some red mana here. Just in case our opponent has some ideas about spell stuttering something of ours. I imagine they have more Skred Delver experience than I do, so we'll see how bumpy this is. Oh, Crackling Perimeter would be so sweet. And Fogger, we're always talking about Magrim. I think that would be really cool too. A way to punish opponents for having cards in the number of the cards in their hand or how many cards they discard. Aeromic. Oh, okay, cool. Aeromic. Got it. No, I'm playing Be Reborn. But I imagine Be Reborn probably net decked it. I've seen this iteration quite a few times. All right, so we got to leave up Skred for the Ninja next turn. If our opponent has another land, then we're probably in a little bit of trouble here. They found their Skred. Okay, so we're going to need a good cantrip here. Find a way to protect our Delver. Hopefully find a Spell Starter Sprite. Fairy Miscreant. Okay, so none of these things are ideal. I wonder if we just go Miscreant while our opponent shields down. Leave up mana to fight with a potential Ninja. So that our opponent may be too bound up to Skred our Delver. We can't augur into anything here. So yeah, I think we're just going to go get aggressive. Miscreant. So at least this way we still have a clock. Oh, they won the last challenge? Oh my god. Please, no. Attack with Delver. Pass the turn. So if they're using resources this turn, maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, I guess this deck does run fire, so just having 2 Miscreants might not be ideal here. So I'm assuming this is going to be Ninja plus Spell Stutter Sprite to defend it, but I don't want to double block. I feel like that much card disadvantage is not great. Okay, so here comes Ninja. But we have Skred. So that's good. Ninja goes away, we take 1. No way to defend our Delver from their Skred. Unfortunately. I'd be surprised if they do let us untap. Yep, there's Delver. Alright, let's see what Gush finds us. Ooh, there's Spell Stutter. That's okay. So we are going to Gush first. Draw some cards. I like Bolt here. Let's go Augur for the time being. See if we can find a cantrip or something. Find another Skred. I like that. Multiple ways to attempt to kill a ninja is definitely in the wheelhouse of things I want to be doing. Play an island, go to combat, swing for 2. It looks like we'll be bouncing Augurs for a second. Our opponent hasn't fired off that Preordain in their hand, so we do know about that. I don't think I'll Spell Stutter it. I think I want to Spell Stutter like a Miscreant or something like that. Or just one of their Spell Stutters. We can hit just about anything with it. So they're going to Preordain. See how they Preordain. Yeah, it was burn. They were just too fast. 2 cards on top for them. They're going to cycle Ash Barrens. So they knew they were shuffling. Go for Counterspell mana. You got it. No getting in. And they pass. Okay. So we got to build our mana base back up, unfortunately. We play an island, go to combat, swing with the Miscreants, pass the turn. That's about as much as I can assume here, though, is that they have hard counter. Yeah, I played against Burn 3 times tonight. It's been a slog. We were getting burninated. Okay, there's Spell Stutter. I think we're going to take this opportunity to Lightning Bolt it. Although, yeah, because if they just pick it up with Ninja, then they can counter our removal spell anyway. So let's kill it. We can block their Augur. So now they have to have a removal spell plus Ninja, which will get them down on mana for next turn. And that way we may be able to kind of interact with them otherwise. There's Augur. Sure. Might have been appropriate to counter that. Not 100% sure. They find Bolt. Yep. Ah. So they do have the removal spell, plus Ninja. But if they go for a removal spell and we Spell Stutter Sprite and they have to counter back, then they don't have enough mana to Ninja. They go Fairy Miscreant. Okay, I think we do get Fairy Miscreant here. So Spell Stutter the Miscreant. And this should put them off Ninja for now. But we're tapped out. They bolt the Fairy. No attacks. All right. What do we find? Evolving Wilds. Deck, you are being a treat right now. Let's Gush. See what we can find. Augur is an okay start. So we'll play Augur. See what that finds us. Nothing that we can oh, man. Ninjas would be real nice right now, but they're going away, unfortunately. We could not afford a whiff there. I don't know if we want to telegraph that we don't have any interaction. Let's play Snow-Covered Island so our opponent may think we have something, and we might have to fire a ninja on their turn. So we'll do it like this. And pass. Fire, we can sneak through a Spell Stutter Sprite, but other spells we can't. Augur, sure. I'm not super happy about it, but sure. They find their own Gush, which will probably be better than ours. Gush happens. Preordain, yep. I mean, they are at 8 here. Yeah, the other two scoop matches. Yeah, we do have a fair amount of damage on board. I don't see any reason not to fire face here. We'll see if they have Spell Stutter. Or Spell Stutter can't get this one. They could hard counter. Let's see. They go to 6. All right. Even a good ninja draw can't really get them out of this. And we do have Counterspell. Lightning Bolt now. All right, let's play an island, go to combat, swing with our fairies. Put them down to 4. Very close to dead. Oh god, how do you sideboard in the mirror? Do you just like take out your... Hey, what's up, Taveri?
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, thank you for the sub. I hope you've been enjoying Penny Dreadful. That's awesome, man. Well, that's great. I hope you're having a great night. So let's see what they're trying to get up to here. I think we're gonna go for Bolt Face. Just in case we want to resolve some important spells next turn. There's Spell Stutter. So if they have hard counter for our counter spell, then we're in a pretty bad position. But if they don't, then we might win. So I think we're going to go for the win here. Let's see if they've got it. Otherwise, they go to 3. They lose a Spell Stutter. We keep a fairy. Ah, they do have it. Okay. So that's not really great for us. Especially considering what our hand looks like right now. Ooh, Proteus. Get at me with those opinions. So I think they're going to find their opportunity to get a ninja down, and they could be turning the corner on us here. All right, play Evolving Wilds. Pass the turn. Ugh. I think our gushes were just a little bit too bad there. We drew a lot of lands. But it is what it is. I think if we had to take that risk there and hope they didn't have it. Opponent's just passing. Okay. Fair enough. 3 cards in their hand. Go get Island here. And let's tap red mana for Island. Enough said. Yep. True. All right. What do we draw? Come on, gas. Okay. Now the question is whether we want to get in a fight here or not. I think we can wait until their turn. Because for 1, they might be constricted on mana. And 2, they might make an attack thinking they're in better shape than they are. So this is the way we're going to do it. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Because I think 1 and 0 are pretty far apart in this instance. 1 and a red for fire. Okay. Let's Spell Stutter. It resolves. Okay. So end step. Let's go fire. Fairy you. And see if we got it. We're close. Turn comes back to us. You and the pupper. I hope you and your pupper are having a great night. All right, we got a counterspell to defend our fire. Or defend our counterspell. Or sorry, to defend our fairies. Sorry. So hopefully that works out for us. We might have it. They have to have 2 answers or a fire here. A fire plus protection. And we have lethal on 2 axes. Blue mirrors are incredibly stressful. Counterspell to... Opponent's going to attack, attack, attack. All right, well, we will block 2. Because why wouldn't we? Here comes Ninja. We don't have to counter anything that doesn't win them the game. Or that doesn't lose us the game. All right, what did you find? 2 mana for Augur. And we're going to go all out next turn and hope we win. We got him. Cool. P. Proteus with the opinions on sideboarding in the Skred Delver mirror. So best to worst. So you think Augur, Geist, Pyro, Trickery, Fairies, Counterspell. I think Fire Ice is pretty good. I think the quality of our gushes are going to be important. I don't think Harvest Pyre is super important. So we can take out a Harvest Pyre. I like Fire Ice a lot. Postboard does get more grindy. I don't think Burn's super important. I think Geists definitely are. You never sideboard Gush out? Thinking about cutting a Gush. Cut it out with what, Linkenzie? What did I do? Electricity is definitely good. I agree. So I think all this stuff stays. Yeah, and I think the cantrips do stay. Do we just take out Delvers? Our opponent's just going to have like infinite removal in their own Stormbound Geist, right? I was just thinking that Goblin Ski Patrol. Let's have a chat about Delvers. So their Stormbound Geists are going to block it. Yeah, they don't seem super good. And I know that even Be Reborn went down to a single one in their main deck. I don't think Pyro... yeah, Pyro should come in, probably. So let's go down Delvers. I think Brainstorms are going to be important. I like Spellstutter Sprites a lot. I'm okay going down Brainstorms for a little bit higher variance. Bring in Pyroblast. I think where we're on the draw, we got to be a little bit risky. Lightning Bolts are fine. Screds might not be super necessary, especially where we have these Electricries and Pyroblast as removal spells if we need them. So let's go down a couple of Screds for the other Pyros. And I think that's how we're going to do it. We have lots of removal for their stuff. Their stuff staying on board isn't going to be an issue. I'm worried about their Stormbound Geists, so we have to be ready to counter those. This is going to be what decides things. Nah, Sandstorm does not do it. All right, let's try it like this, guys. So... oh. Okay. Yeah, Pyro's basically... yeah, so the Screds went out. I think we're going to keep this. This seems pretty okay. It doesn't have a Stormbound Geist. It doesn't have any card advantage or cantrips. Is this actually that good? Like, what can we do besides disrupt our opponent's cantrips in the early turn? They kept 7. So I think we have to... yeah, they won't expect Sandstorm. These are really strong cards. I think... like, how good are they, though? We can't counter our opponent's Delver with them if they have Delver. Spellstutter Sprite's a little liable to blowouts. Okay, I like this a lot better. Let's keep this. And I like... no, I'm actually really not that huge on Spellstutter Sprite. I'm going to bottom it. Let's try to find a Stormbound Geist. We need high-quality cards here. When it goes Island, Preordain. It was. So it was right up until today. I think today is the day that it went off. And it does make the mulliganing decisions a lot more difficult. Oh, true, though. More Augurs. Okay, I'm into that. So we have a Ponder Shuffle effect here. We're going to Ponder. I don't really want any of these cards. I think I prefer having some removal here. Miscreant's okay. We kind of actually... I know we do need a flyer, actually. So let's go Island, Spellstutter, Fairy Miscreant. No Shuffle, draw Fairy Miscreant. And we will plan on Drawing Spell Stutter next turn, and we'll go Augur Bolas, get rid of that land. Yeah, it was really interesting. Like it was fun to play with. I was pretty into using it. I don't feel like anything got busted. I'd really like to explore it a little bit more though. All right, so we're gonna go Augur Bolas here. We do not want them getting in with this and picking up with a ninja. See if we can find a removal spell. Pyroblast will do it. All right, pass turn. Let's try to grind him to dirt. You kind of don't like it? So what was your experience with a Majestic Cat? So our opponent's going to find the removal spell for Augur Bolas, unfortunately. By the looks of things. They're just passing. All right. So leaving up Fire Ice plus Spell Stutter Sprite here. I kind of want to just go do the same. So let's go get red mana. We don't have Counterspell here. I got blue mana, but that's okay. So we'll go get blue mana, leave up Spell Stutter Sprite, pass the turn. Hopefully find another way to get red mana. That was a little bit of a punt, guys. You can punt me if you wish. See how our opponent reacts to that. They might think we have Counterspell in hand. They're going to tap down our Augur. Not ideal. Okay. And we might have to flash in a Spell Stutter to try to block their ninja. That's not cool. Yep, Augur Bolas gets in. Go to blocks. Here comes ninja. Yep. So we'll take 2. They'll draw a card. Opponent got the first ninja on board. Pretty bad news. And what's this? Anything? Anything at all? Who knows? Yeah, it's a lot of value. We might not necessarily lose. But that was bad. How would you possibly pick the wrong land on a high-quality intuitive program that is Mitgo? I know, right? All right, so 1 blue mana. We'll see what this is. They're going to gush. Oof. Okay. Yeah, if that got countered, that would have been trouble for them. 2 mana, another, and here comes Augur. Okay. You got us. We're going to get ground to dust. So we pretty much have to top deck our own ninja. Oh, they hit Pyroblast too. All right. Our turn. Oh, I feel like a dummy. Okay. Opponent discards to hand size. Quite a few cards here. We'll see what we draw. Ninja. Would have been nice to flash out that Spell Stutter there. So we'll go fair. Actually, I think we're just going to go all in. So let's go shields down. Augur Bolas. Get a counterspell. There goes a mountain. And run out Fairy Miscreant. See if we can get a ninja for next turn. The Jank Bank's at it again, TMG. We are. That's how we do it. We just want to make sure we can block this ninja, and if we can maybe get our own down next turn to help us dig towards our red source, then we'll be in better shape. So there's our Fairy Miscreant. Okay. Sure. We will offer the trade next turn. And opponent's got a couple of mana aside. So they got removal spell and Augur Bolas here. No big deal. We can still kind of flunge against the... because they have Pyroblast in hand. So you can still kind of flunge against this one. No attacks from them. Okay, they're just going to pass their Pyroblast up. They probably have Dispel or something in hand as well. We draw Spell Stutter. Okay, so go to combat, swing with Miscreant. They could have their own ninja. All right, swing with Miscreant. Because we can gush the lands back. So it's not a huge issue. To leave up interaction. Okay, opponent's going to block. Sure. I wonder if they'll counter. They probably will counter. So I think we just have to pass. And see what they're all about over there. Yeah, it would be pretty good, huh? Ah, that's it. One misclick. All right, opponent's just passing. They're going to hold on to their Pyroblast until they can use it as effectively as possible. Here comes Gush. Okay. They have very little mana and a lot of cards in hand, so I'm not super inclined to counter that there. There's Stormbound Geist. Well, we have to get rid of this, but they have Pyroblast. Ugh! Okay, so we'll try to counter. We know they're going to Pyro. Oh, I hate gushing on my opponent's turn. It feels so bad. So, yeah, I actually... Oh, man. Oh, this is so bad. Okay. All right, opponent goes for their Pyroblast. Yep. So now we might have to find a way to use 2 removal spells on their Stormbound guys, but yeah, we're probably just dead. One misplay, man, can cost you... That was a pretty bad misplay, though. There's only 2 mountains in this deck for a reason. Okay. What do we find? Red mana. Right on time. All right, let's play Evolving Wilds, pass the turn. No attacks. Yeah, and there was no opportunity for us to like leave protection for our counter magic back there. This is game 2. So we can't do anything about this Stormbound Geist, unfortunately. It's going to be trouble. We don't have any Delvers either. They're going to Augur. All right, nothing we can do about that either. Get red mana. Yep. Happy Mountain Dance. Opponent finds counterspell, sure. All right, so I think we should flash in a Spellstutter Sprite here. Try to Ninja next turn with Spellstutter Sprite backup, plus Pyroblast backup. They're just going to go for removal. Yep. So hard counter in our opponent's hand, plus Stormbound Geist resolved on board. Kind of feel like it's time to scoop, but we're going to go for it. Oh, there's our own Geist. Okay. So we want to go Evolving Wilds, Bolt, Geist. No shuffle. Run out Geist. Pass the turn. But yeah, I definitely feel on the back foot right now. Our hand's kind of stacked, and our opponent's used a lot of resources. But we're going to have to find a way to win here. I wonder if they have Magma Sprays for the mirror. I think Magma Spray would be some pretty sweet sideboard tech. I'm going to cycle Ash Barrens. Yep. Finds an island. Leave up their counterspell. And we've kind of arrived at a stalemate here. So gushes are what is going to matter for the time being. Get the bolt we knew about, so let's gush. Draw a couple cards, find another gush. Okay. So we can't interact with their counterspell. Oh, we can with Pyroblast. But we need more red mana for that. Oh god, I hate going to get more red mana. It burned me so bad last time. Alright, we're just going to pass the turn. And probably lose an Evolving Wilds here. Alright. Pitch Evolving Wilds. I wonder if we want to pressure this on their end step. DDoS their IP. We found it. We found the line. Playing faster is definitely part of it too. Although I don't think timing out is a concern for them. Or a minute ahead. All right, Augur, sure. I don't like it, but sure. Leaving up counterspell. So we have to find another Fairy. Fairy Miscreant is like the best top deck. They whiff on Augur. It's great news. And they can get another Ninja down now. Just pass through. Find Electrickery. That doesn't do anything here. Go to combat. Do nothing. Pass turn. I guess another mana does line us up for like Pyroblast. 2 mana. Is it Spellstutter Sprite? What is? What is, opponent? What is? Nothing. Okay, sure. Evolving Wilds, yep. And no ninja or anything. I like that. I don't think pressuring their Stormbound Geist while we can't counter on the crackback is productive at all. Let's hope we get an Augur here. Fairy Miscreant's okay. So we'll run out Fairy Miscreant. We definitely wanted something like that. It does help us against their counterspell. But I'm really afraid to get in a fight here. Oh man, pitching this Electrickery is going to hurt too. Although pitching a Spell Stutter Sprite might be a little bit better. But I think pitching the Electrickery is what has to happen. To double tap Geist? I'm not sure if I know what you mean. So you got to pitch 2 cards here. I think Electrickery is going to go. We want the other island. We might not have time to get this ninja down, so I think we're going to get rid of ninja too. Hold on to these Spell Stutters as a way to force through an answer to Stormbound Geist. Or just other important spells. Augurs are going to get in. Okay. So we will go block, block. No. Yeah, I think we got to let him have a ninja. As much as I hate that. So block and block. I will pressure a ninja on their end step, though. Going down their red mana. Yeah, there's ninja. Okay. So let's attempt to bolt ninja. Skred ninja. Spell Stutter Sprite backup. They could have like Dispel or something here. Oh, hit it twice? Yeah, we will have to probably at some point. But no? I guess like this is our chance, I guess, to kill the Stormbound Geist. Was that loose? All right, play land, pass a turn. Oh, double ninja. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. Yikes. That is dangerous. So we're getting closer to parity here. Yep, that's fine. I guess it's not super fine. They have 2 hard counters in hand that we have to work our way through here. Okay, so now I think it's time for us to pressure their Stormbound Geist. I hate throwing 2 spells at it, but it's what you gotta do sometimes. Hopefully they don't hit Gush here. And hopefully they don't have Dispel. Alright, let's go. Lightning Bolt your Stormbound Geist. See what you got. Stormbound Geist comes back, sure. And our turn. Opponent goes to clean up. No news so far. I wish, though. All right, try to Pyroblast your ninja. Or try to Pyroblast your Geist. So we can start attacking. It is supposed to be a lot like Time Spiral, huh? I think it is going to be fun. Here comes hard counter number 1. So let's Spell Stutter that. Spell Stutter, Counterspell. So Geist number 1 down, unfortunately, will Gush. Replay Island. And attack. They can play another with Counterspell back up next turn, which I don't like. But we do have another Pyroblast in hand to get frisky with. So if they don't have exactly Stormbound Geist next turn, we might be okay. But I don't feel super okay here. Oh, double-digit amounts of mechanics. Let's go. And they're supposed to be like new ones too, right? There's supposed to be new... Like, they're printing new cards in it as well. I'm assuming if they're doing a straight to modern set, then we're going to get a bunch of spicy, powerful stuff, which is just awesome. It's like super good news. I'm holding on to the spell starter because I feel like we're going to need to force through spells later in this game, and I really want to make sure I can do that. All right, go to blocks. I think our opponent is getting another ninja down here. I'm okay with one ninja. That or they can just force through damage. Yeah, ninja, sure. It does draw them an extra card, and it does up their clock a little bit. But we can Pyroblast it in the meantime, so I like that. All right, opponent, what have you got? Nothing for us. Okay. And we will want to do that while they're tapped out. That never fit standard. Yeah, there's got to be so many. There has to be people that just have their entire careers waiting for this moment. Like, all right, so let's Pyroblast Ninja. Play an island. Go to combat. Swing for 4 in the air. Hold on to Spell Stutter Counterspell. And if we can get a Spell Stutter down next turn, like next turn will be the time to hopefully get a Ninja of our own down. 50 legacy cards thing. All right, they have a Dispel, which is going to be good against our hard counters, but not so good against the Spell Stutter in our hand. Coming in with more. Do they have that another Ninja? That's not bad. No, just sneaking in for 1. Okay, so we go to 13. We got to remember we're playing against a counterspell deck here, or playing against a lightning bolt deck here. I like untap blue source. So let's go untap blue source, go to combat. Swing, swing, swing. They got Augertron. We know they got all kinds of gas in hand. They have Counterspell, they have Dispel, Spell Stutter Spray. Okay. Spell Stutter your... Spell Stutter? Why are we getting in a fight here? I think they don't want me to get a ninja down, and they're getting me to tap as low as they could. But getting a Pyro out of their hand there feels really good. Oh my god, if Astral Saga printed, oh my, no, it'd be weeks. It'd be weeks before I recovered. I would just be like on the edge of my seat for the rest of my life. It would be phenomenal. Be like the coolest thing. I think they have a Stormbound Geist in hand. I think that might have been a little bit of a punt. They've Dispel Counterspell in hand. Like, I don't really know why they chose that turn to fight. All right, here come the Augers. They might have another Ninja. I think they're just poking in for 1 here. No Ninja. We go to 12. And they pass. Okay. 6 cards in hand. I don't really know what's going on here. Island. All right. Let's go to combat. Swing with our flyers. Make an attempt at Ninja. If they ice here, I just... whatever. They might be trying to like orchestrate some kind of lethal with lightning bolts. Spell Stutter. Okay, this time it's fine. They might be trying to slow down the clock. And Spell Stutter. Hard counter backup. Sure. And we'll see how they block. They definitely do not want us picking them up with ninjas. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. All right, so let's ninja back a Fairy Miscreant. Draw a card. That does take us off a lot of flyers, but that was a lot of resources off of them. Ooh, Pyroblast. All right, play a Fairy Miscreant, which I assume they're going to try to counter. But we have the response. Spell Stutter Sprite. So get the Spell Stutter. Get our flyer. Get rid of most of our opponent's flyers. Have a counterspell backed up. They're at 5. Brainstorm, okay. I don't know, Wheeler. These matches are always very tense. I gotta play faster. And I'm really sorry I'm not being as interactive with the chat, man. I really am focusing a lot here. Oh my god. I'd love another Force of Will set. That'd be really cool. I haven't had my chance yet. All right, so we'll let that go. We know they have Counterspell to fight it, so that's fine. We have to let it go. And no attacks from our opponent. They know they're in risky territory. We draw another Geist. Okay, go to combat. Swing with everything. Or swing with our flyers. That is. I don't even think we want to run out Stormbound Geist until our opponent taps a lot of mana. Like, maybe we'll try to get in a fight with them on their turn or something, but I think we just want to keep pecking in. Like, they have 3 cards in hand. One of them is Dispel, one of them is Counterspell. So those aren't answers to Stormbound Geist. Those are answers to Stormbound Geist plus Counterspell. All right, go to combat. Attack with Geist. Put you to 1. Yup. And did we get them? Did we take out the end boss? They just won the challenge with this deck. You got 1 turn. Woo! Oh yeah. What's up, YouTube? We just finished up the league with Skred Delver, and as you saw, this deck is as powerful as ever, especially this build that Be Reborn has going on. They ended up cutting even just another Delver like we did out of our sideboard in the last couple of matches, which was awesome. We could just do the blue-red control thing and do just fine. A 4-1 is an excellent record. This is one of my favorite decks in the format for a reason. It's incredible. It won the last challenge, has been putting up top 8s for years, and it's finally back. It kind of sucks to play against, which we saw from all of my opponents scooping in the early matches, but I mean, it's incredible. It's pretty eloquent, and yeah, it just feels really great to play. So if you're a new Pauper player, get to know your cantrips, get to know how to use a brainstorm, take this deck out and just rake up tickets. It's very good. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the entire league out there on YouTube and for sticking around for the entire stream here on Twitch. Thank you so much, guys.